Okay, so today we will be looking at plant maintenance. Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar or who are not coming from manufacturing background, so the other term is called plant maintenance. It does not necessarily mean it's only for plants or machinery. Any kind of maintenance that is happening inside a company, the maintenance could be production related maintenance, which means machines, lathe machines, paint shops, etc. Or it could be regular building maintenance. It could be non-production related maintenance like car maintenance, vehicle maintenance, everything. Okay. Now we do have a separate module for vehicle maintenance. Okay, which is one of the older modules, but that caters only specifically for vehicles. It monitors them based on kilometer, etc., etc. So there is under plant maintenance. So we already have vehicle maintenance module. Okay, so this vehicle maintenance module is specifically for vehicles. So it's based on asset, and the asset has to be of vehicles. Okay, so it goes based on kilometer, mileage, reminders, etc. So technically in plant maintenance also you can do vehicle maintenance, but you can do all other types of maintenance. Okay, so all other types of maintenance you can do in this module. Both work almost on the same principle. That is how the maintenance runs. Okay, but let's quickly go through what are those steps. Okay, so as part of the maintenance, what happens is that let's just go through the process. So let's say you buy a machine. Okay, so that's the first step. Any machine you buy, all right. Then what happens is now let's talk about the ERP side. Okay, so when you buy a machine in ERP, sorry, an asset is created in ERP. Okay, so this is the first step. So whenever an asset is created, an asset is marked for maintenance. When you say marked for maintenance, that means we're going to tell the system that this is an asset, but this is something which is going to be maintained. Okay. So what does the maintenance marking mean? That means first you need to define the maintenance cycle. Okay. The cycle is frequency of maintenance. How frequently you're going to maintain it. Then the second one is the job. So during maintenance, what are the materials and services required for the maintenance of this particular asset? That's called as a job. Okay. Then there's something called as a meter. So what is the meter? Like I said, in vehicle maintenance, we specifically monitor kilometers, right? So that's the reading, it's the running time, right? But a meter is a more generic option of maintaining what is the runtime or usage of the machine. Okay, because sometimes the frequency of maintenance can be linked to the runtime. Let's say, for example, every 1,000 hours of running, this machine needs to be serviced. A tool, after every 100 hours of maintenance, there needs to be a maintenance process. So the cycle sometimes can be dependent on meters also. It is possible. All right. So this is how an asset is marked for maintenance. All right. Now, all of this is one part of plant maintenance where we are saying that you're buying a machine or you have a machine, you have an asset, and you're going to mark it for maintenance. All of this is planned maintenance. So in maintenance, there are basically three types, two types, but then they're divided subcategories. So just going for the main one. One's called planned maintenance. That means you know you need to maintain it. You're going. It's like pre-servicing your car. You know you have to service your car. You're going to servicing your car. Okay. The other is breakdown maintenance. Okay. Breakdown maintenance means like your car is you're going on the road and the highway it's stopped. What will you do? You have to call the maintenance guy. The guy will come. He'll see what is wrong. He will fix it, and then it goes right. So that's called breakdown maintenance. There is another step called ad hoc maintenance. Technically, breakdown and ad hoc maintenance mean the same thing. There's just one tiny difference. Okay, ad hoc maintenance means you're going on the road, your car is making some noise, still running. Okay, you still will go and get it checked. You will not wait for the next planned maintenance window, right? That means the product is not broken down, but still needs to be maintained. It's called ad hoc maintenance, okay? So basically we call this main as planned maintenance as planned maintenance only. These two are together called as unplanned maintenance. That means you have not planned for this maintenance, okay? So why I'm telling you all these terms is because different customers use different terminologies, okay? But they all fall within the same thing, okay? So naturally that in an unplanned maintenance, you cannot have a meter or something like that. You just know that it broke down. So you just go directly do the job. So all this is all the prerequisite. This is the type of maintenance. The actual maintenance is done in something called as a maintenance order. Okay, so in ERP terms, these are all master data. This is the event, and this is the transaction data. Okay, so a maintenance order is where you actually go and use the material. You either buy the material or you take it from stock. You consume it. You do whatever you want. But that is how a maintenance order works. Okay, so let's quickly see how all of this runs in ERP. So far, any doubts or questions regarding what is plant maintenance and how maintenance works? No. Okay. So let us proceed.
Plant maintenance and preventive maintenance both are same, or?
Yes. Like I said, planned maintenance is something which this is called as preventive maintenance also. Okay.
Okay.
So preventive maintenance, planned maintenance, unplanned maintenance, everything is the same meaning only. They just fall into two categories. You are fixing the problem before it occurs, that's preventive, planned. You're fixing the problem, or you're fixing it after the problem occurs, that is breakdown, ad hoc, on the spot. There's a lot of other terms. Okay, every industry uses a different term. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So when you go to maintenance, in maintenance, okay, let me just show you. So like I told you, first we have the cycle. So for every asset, you need to have a cycle. You can have multiple cycles, but you need at least one cycle. So let's say I'm going for bike service. Okay, so let's say every month I want to do the service, for example. So I choose the asset group, the vehicle here. I choose the asset. Okay, this is again all one time, but this is periodic. Okay, so we don't know when is the last run, when is the next run. So let's say it should be today. I'm just putting today's date. How long does it take to do the service? It takes, let's say, 1 day to do the service. Okay, and where is the service done? So that's a resource. It could be done in-house or out-house. In-house or outside subcon. So I'm just saying that's the manual resource which is going to monitor this. So I say. So now I created a cycle, and this cycle will tell me, will keep on monitoring when all the services happening. Okay. Now, if you look at, if I do a copy, look at periodic calendar. There's something called as meter based, like I told you. This is meter based. Meter based means I need to first define a maintenance meter. So let's say I'm saying this is my mileage. Okay, and I'm monitoring using, I don't have kilometers. Okay, so for now I'm just using, let's say, quantity. Okay, so I want to track my mileage quantity. So I'm saying that based on mileage quantity, okay, every 1,000 kilometers. So every 1,000 kilometers I need to do the service. What does the start number means? What is the next number? So currently, let's say I am in 257. When you create the record, you'll have to create it with something, right? Okay. This is 257. The current number is also 257. And then I save it. Okay. So basically, what happens is that whenever it reaches 1,000, this cycle will get triggered, and then it will happen preventively, etc., etc. Okay. So this is the cycle. You also notice that there is another maintenance type called ad hoc. Okay. The reason why we still need an ad hoc is because you don't know when it is happening, right? You still will create an ad hoc because you need, the cycle is the main key thing when you will monitor how many times your vehicle has gone for service, is it going into the right interval or delayed, etc. So that's why you need to have an ad hoc maintenance type. Okay. For unplanned maintenance. So now once I have the maintenance cycle, then I go to maintenance job. So maintenance job is very simple. You have to say, okay, for my monthly service, okay, let me change the name. This is monthly. Sorry, this is by meter. Okay, this is by monthly. Okay, okay. I'll tell you what this means. This is very important. See, sometimes I think even in your cars you have this concept, right? Every 1,000 kilometers you need to change your oil. Every 2,000 kilometers you need to change your brake pump. Every 3,000 kilometers. So every cycle, so every part has its own cycle. That means you will define the cycles based on the parts. Okay, so the same machine can have multiple maintenance. That means every week they will change something. Once a month they will change something else, etc. That's why you need to have this asset maintenance record, which is very important to monitor that. So let's say for a monthly job, okay, so I'm saying this is a monthly job. What is that? Where am I going to charge this cost? So this cost I'm going to say is in miscellaneous expenses. Okay, so I'm going to book it under miscellaneous expenses, the service cost, and what are the tasks that are involved. Okay, so in the tasks, I need to say what are the resources also. This is very important. So for example, let's say brake checking. So this is my task. How long does it take? It takes, okay, this is days here. So now let's say I'm changing it to minutes. It takes 30 minutes to do this task. Okay. So this is the planned time. Okay, it's very important. Not this. This is the planned time. And in resources, you say to change the brake shoe, do you need an item? Do you need some product? So let's say we want not a brake shoe here, but let's just put some quantity here. Okay. So let's say I need to have this bearing. Okay. Bearing I need to issue. How many? I need to change 5 bearings. So I need 5 bearings. So this is a plan ending. Okay. So when I'm doing, I'm going to change all of this. This is a maintenance plan. So I'm putting all my details over here. So I'm just going to have this one, or I can have one more task also. I can say QC section, and this will take about 60 minutes. Okay, so there's no resource involved. We're not putting any resource here. Right. So I go to maintenance job. So this is done. Okay. Now again, like how you can have multiple cycles for one asset, you can have multiple jobs for one maintenance. Why you can have multiple jobs? Because it's a monthly maintenance, but you don't know whether it's a brake shoe maintenance, it's something else, something else, something else. So based on that, you can have your own job card with the respective tasks and resources. Okay, that's why you can have 1:many. So once this job is also done. Now, there are two ways to handle maintenance. Okay, like I said, of course, you need to have a maintenance order. So maintenance order is mandatory. So maintenance order screens like this. It does not have document type, so I'm just going to create this document type. Okay. Maintenance internal order. Okay. I have two. Let me see which one is the correct one. So I save here. Query. Okay, so you have it over here, right? So if I want, I can actually come and create a manual order. Okay, so I can say maintenance. This is the order. What is the type of the order? It's a non-production maintenance. It's a periodic maintenance or the breakdown maintenance. Okay, so if I say breakdown maintenance, then I need to specify the stoppage here, or the breakdown stoppage here, or if I say it's a periodic maintenance, then I don't need to specify that. I need to specify the asset maintenance here. Okay. So here I'm just saying this is a non-production maintenance. When you need to give this, I just let me go for a periodic maintenance itself. So I go to periodic maintenance. I choose the job. So I have monthly job. Okay, and the job is monthly. So I need to do this. What is the warehouse? What is the locator? And when is the date required? I choose today, right? So I've given all these details. So some of them came automatically based on my job. Now, most important is I inside the order, I need to give the same tasks that I gave there. So instead of doing like that, I can just say copy from job. So the job, that's why we created detailed job. So from the job, it will copy it here. You can add additional dynamic tasks if you want, or you can just accept whatever is coming from there. Okay. So once I have done this, now this is where the next complication, or I mean the next step comes. It is from here you cannot do anything else. Okay, you can only create a job. You can create a job card. So this is a job card you have created. But how does the job card happen? After you create this, then somebody will go, they will do the maintenance, right? So we need to track that. So to track that, we have another screen which is called Manage Maintenance. Okay, so in Manage Maintenance, if you see here, since I created the job, it automatically gave that this came over here. Otherwise, also in the drop down, I'll have this list. I can select this and I'll be able to see this. Okay, so just like our Kanban board, here also we have a lot of options. We have prepare, start, check stock, change quantity, duration update, complete the task, issue parts, complete the issue, complete the order, or void the order. So all of this is why it will be given in a single screen, because in maintenance, it's how it works. You have a job card, somebody will go enter all the things in the job card, they will bring back the job card to you. Based on the job card, you will keep on updating it. Okay. So here I want to start. So I say I want to start this task. Okay, so I can't start this because I have not done anything. So I need to first prepare the order. So if you see here, you can see the order status here. It's in draft. So I prepare the order. Period is closed. Why period is closed? Because I just created this document type. So I need to so I need to add the document type to period. So for the current year 2020, this is maintenance order. I click OK. So what it will do is it will go and add the process here. So now since it has done that, I come back to my manage maintenance, I refresh, I select this, and I say prepare order. Let me refresh the cache. The cache is refreshed, and then I again prepare the order. Oh, it's still closed. Why is that? Maintenance order. Oh, sorry. Okay, this add missing period will only add the period, but it will not open it. So I'm just going to have to open the period. So I go to calendar year period. I go to 2020, the year 2020, and here I will need to go to August and open the period. So say open period. So one period is updated, and then I go and refresh my cache. So I reset my cache, close this window, I come to here, refresh this, select this order, and I say prepare order. So now the order is in progress. So once it's in progress, I can do the next step. So I need to do the break checking. So if you see here, it says that it requires 30 minutes, right? So there's a 30 minutes requirement. The required quantity is 5. So first let me check the stock. So I check stock successful. That means stock is available. So now I need to go to the store. I need to issue the material. So I say I want to issue the material. So I say complete issue. Okay, so the task is not yet started. So let me start this task. I select this and I say start task. So now the task started. It's in progress. The time is being recorded. Now I need to go and do a complete issue. So now if you see the quantity delivered is 5, That means the entire material has been issued. Then now I can go and complete it. So I say I complete this task. But before I complete this task, I want to update my duration. Okay, because now we're doing everything one by one. The duration will not get updated properly. So I want to manual duration update. So I say 30 minutes job, I did it in 20 minutes. Okay, so the duration is updated. Oh, sorry, I completed the task. Okay, sorry. So I'll do for next one. So actually, before completing the task, I should have updated the duration. I did not do that. And since we're doing it quickly, that's why it got updated with 0. Now the second task is ready. So I select this task. I will say start task. So this task is in progress. Now I come over here and I need to say duration update. So it was 60 minutes. Let's say I did it in 25 minutes. Okay. Now the active duration is 25 minutes. So once I've done this, I can say complete task. So this is also now completed. So it means if there are 10 tasks, so I can monitor based on the job card how many tasks I've completed. Once I've completed all the tasks, I can then go and say complete order. That means this job card will get closed. So once the job card is closed, then you will not be able to see it over here. But if you come back to the screen and if you refresh this, so here everything will be updated. So the description, the finish date, everything will be updated over here. The location, date confirmation, all of these details will be here. Now you might think, oh, it's very childish. I just click next, next, next. What happened in the system, right? So let's look at that. So the system, what would have happened was, depending on every stop, that every step that you completed, okay, there will be a backend document that is generated, which is called as a physical inventory. So if we go to the physical inventory document, if you see here, this bearing 5 that we issued has been consumed here. Okay, and then if I go to the posted, I can see that it is posted against that miscellaneous expense charge that I selected. So the material has been consumed and posted for against. Normally you use maintenance expenses, so it will get posted against maintenance. Okay, so that is one of the. There is not. We did not give any other resource here. If you had given actual resource, like for example some other resource based on that duration is there, then for the resource another cost also would have got populated. Okay, so you can look at the tasks over here. So they'll be updated with the details, the resources, whatever is being issued, the details, delivered quantity, intended quantity, all of that will be over here. For this one, again, there is no resource, but just a duration that is being updated. So you can use this for your maintenance reporting also. Okay. So this is how you will create a job card and how the job card will get completed. Now, since we're talking about planned maintenance and all advanced things, why should we do like this? You don't need to go and manually raise this card. You can simply go, okay, before that, we have now completed the service for this one, right? Now let's look at that asset maintenance. So if you see here, this will tell you that I did a last run on 27/8. Okay, the next run is 28. Why? Because I said every day we need to do the service. Okay, so if I put 30 days here, then if I save this, then the next run will get updated accordingly. Okay, that means the next time when you run it. So this allows you to monitor when your job, whenever your cycle has been run and whenever the maintenance has been completed. Okay, but you can generate this maintenance internal order or job card periodically also. That is by using this process. So let's say there's a process called maintenance. So this what will happen is I can choose which company. I can choose based on day. Okay, see what is it? Generate planned maintenance orders from today until the interval specified in the parameter. It means from today for the next 7 days, whatever is the maintenance, I want to generate these orders. So I can click 7 and I can click OK. Okay, so automatically it will select, but it's telling me that there is no default job you selected. Then how will it work? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to maintenance job and I'm going to make this monthly maintenance as my default. So whenever a planned order is generated, it will take this as the default job. So I save this, refresh this, go back to maintenance, go to parameter, and again I read on it. So now, okay, there's one which does not have a default job, which is okay, no problem, but the other is created. So how will I know this? When I need to just come to the manage maintenance screen, I need to refresh. and automatically all the planned tasks based on the date will come over here. Then again I start. So from a maintenance guy perspective, all you have to do is come to the screen every day morning, check whether there are any planned orders created, or if somebody raises a request, there is a breakdown or something, then he has to go and manually create this maintenance order, like we did just now. Okay, so either way, the management is simple using this particular screen. Okay, so like this, you can track the service time. You can have alerts to alert you if this due, or whenever a maintenance order is not generated on time. You can have alerts also being set. You can track the usage of materials, consumption of materials, consumption of resources, time taken to complete the task, time reporting, maintenance cycle reporting. So all of that is possible in the plant maintenance module. We don't specifically use the word plant maintenance. That is also a bit different from other ERPs, because technically this is not just plant. We only use it for the name. Inside we don't use the word, because this is not just for plant. This can be for non-production items also, like buildings, building maintenance, lift maintenance, even water cooler maintenance, even computer maintenance, computer servicing. Anything can be tracked using this simple concept of cycle, job, and maintenance order. So that's why we don't restrict this only to plant maintenance. Okay. So, any doubts or questions?
Can we see the like missionary wise, like how much we are spending, like maintenance cost, like how much I'm spending for a particular machine wise?
Of course, you can. Currently, our maintenance reports are a bit limited. Okay, that means we only have maintenance plan and order report. But yes, we can. If we have the information, we can create the report. Okay. Currently, for example, if you look at this asset, right? Our asset was Hero Honda something, right? Okay, so for that asset, I can take out, okay, whenever, what are the orders that were created, what are the orders, what is the documents, and what is the material that's consumed. If you want the cost, we can bring in the cost. Also, currently, this report does not have cost, but of course, we can bring it from this particular physical inventory document or any other resource consumption document. We can do that, Raj.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Can we generate work orders based on warranty or service?
Okay. Okay. This is one. This is another very commonly misunderstood thing. Plant maintenance or maintenance orders are for machines that you are internally using. These are not for your FG or finished good products.
Okay.
Okay. So if you are a pump manufacturer, for your pump, you cannot create a maintenance order. Your maintenance orders can only be for your workshop, your lathe machine, your CNC machine, your cutting machine, those kind of things.
For assets.
Okay, because that's for assets, that's for internal use only. For customer going, which is you're making a pump, you're delivering it to your customer. For them, then that becomes a service request, service order, and that's a service job card. That's also called job card, but that is a service job card which goes outside.
Okay, it comes.
Okay, that will not have here. That comes under service management.
Okay.
But yes, you can based on warranty. I think what you're asking about is periodic AMC. We have termed loosely the term called AMC, but this has many meanings actually. Annual maintenance contract. So annual maintenance contract can also mean that periodic maintenance or periodic servicing, anything. But basically, the loose term is AMC. But all of this is on the service side. Once you've sold your product to your customer.
Okay.
Maintenance is for your internal items, means what is inside your company.
Okay. One more thing, production stoppage, it comes under breakdown maintenance or?
Breakdown maintenance, yes. So, when I go to create a maintenance order, I will have to choose here as breakdown maintenance. And when I give breakdown maintenance, I can tell I need to map it to an existing. If they have raised a stoppage note, sometimes some users don't raise this. If you're not raised it, it's okay. You can go manually select the machine that is having a problem. Okay, but ideally, it's better that you select it from here. So you choose here, then your asset and everything else will be selected automatically. But for this, there is nothing. So there's no relationship between these two. But if there is a relationship, then all of this will get selected automatically. Similarly for job also. So in the moment, so there's no job here. And also, yeah, so there's a job here. Automatically the charge is selected because we have a job. Sometimes you rightly said in a breakdown maintenance, you don't know what is the job, right? You don't know what you're going to change. Then what you do is you don't need to take it from a maintenance job. You can leave it blank. You have to manually specify what is the expense. So let's say it's a new charge, something like that. Then what will you do is you need to go and manually add all the items that you want to change. You have to manually build your task list. So how it happens in breakdown maintenance is, since we don't have any manufacturing people, let me explain to you. A machine will break down, okay, in the shop floor. In the shop floor, the user will raise a stoppage note, which is called as a production stoppage. So he will say what is the order he was processing, if at all it was running during an order, or what is the machine, what is the duration, etc. So all of that he will be selecting in the production stoppage note. Then maintenance team will be informed. One maintenance person will go. He will check the machine. Okay, if it's a small repair, they will just do it and start it again. Else, they will make an estimate that these are all the things that we need to change. Then they will come back. They will create this job order where they will raise it against the stoppage note. They will add all the products, etc., that they need over here. And then once they complete this job order, they will give an indent to the store. So the store, what they will do, they will give the material whatever they are requesting from the maintenance store. They will get the material, go fix it, and come back to the screen, manage maintenance. They start this task, issue the material, start the task, record the time, complete it, and then once the final inspection is done, then the production stoppage will be released. Right? The machine now can start operating again. So that's how the loop is completed. So from here to here. So the three windows that they have to jump to. Okay. Any questions from Ranjit or Rishikesh?
No, sir. Can
Gautam?
we allocate the budget for
Yeah. Okay. When you mean to say you allocate budget, that is not within the maintenance module.
Say if I'm having like 100 missionaries,
Mm-hmm.
like I wanted to allocate the budget because my management has given some budget, so I have restriction.
Okay. So what you have to do is that budget module is not within maintenance. It's overall budget module. Okay. In the overall budget module, or normally for the charge, you would have put a lock that you want the budget for this charge. So maintenance means maintenance charge. So for maintenance charge, only this much of budget is there. You would have put allocation like that. And based on that, whenever you're creating the orders, you're choosing the charge, that budget will get deducted, or you'll be able to monitor it against that budget. Then in the budgetary control module, you can put a lock saying that you want to allow them to exceed or not allow. If you don't allow them to exceed, then what will happen is the maintenance team will be able to do the maintenance, but they will never be able to complete the order. So whenever they try to close any job order, it will tell them that the budget has been exceeded, so you cannot proceed. But that is the functionality is not in the maintenance module, that is in the budget module.
Okay.
Because budgetary control is at GL level and at charge level. So you can control the expense for the charge.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Okay, Gautam, I think we can stop the recording. We can still take questions.